Hey, guys, welcome back to another episode of Uncommon Faith. It's your girl, LaFlower Bowie, and I am so excited for season 2 of Uncommon Faith. Oh my gosh, so many new things to come. But first and foremost, guys, Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Oh my gosh, I am ecstatic that we are here. We're ready to accomplish some awesome things this year. Really, just live life on purpose and have that definite walk of faith, right? Just walk by faith. Shout out to my co-host, Regina B. She won't be joining us this week. She'll be back next week. And Deandra Scott, she'll be joining us in a few. But let's get into it. So many things have been going on. Oh my gosh, I'm just really in awe of everything that that God is doing in this season. It's just literally has me speechless so many times. And so let's jump into our first segment. That is called I Know God is Real, because we're just going to jump right into it, guys. Because it kind of ties with us getting the show started this week, right? So really, I know God is real because, wow, we made it. We crossed over into 2022, guys. And I wouldn't say that 2021 was a complete struggle for me, but I know so many people around me who have suffered loss, so many people who have gone through so many ups and downs, hills and valleys, over the past 12 months or even 24 months, that, it's just a blessing to be here. So I know God is real because he has kept me and my circle over the past 12 to 18 to 24 months. Wow. It's like, if we go back and really just look at 2020, like going into 2020, if we just rewind 24 months, it's just like, wow. So many of us went into, the last 24 months or went into 2020 with all of these great marketing strategies, all of these great plans, like playing off of the 2020 vision, just so many things. And I'm just so grateful that, God just reminds us that he is constantly in control. I'm grateful that he reminds us that he's in control. And while he's in control, his promises are yes and amen. Like, he's such a keeper. He's such a redeemer. And that's one of the things that I want to talk about. And I know God is real because, God being a redeemer. So even though so many of us have suffered so many things, it's like God is such a redeemer. So that's why I'm so excited, because even in the midst of everything, we made it. We have another year to give it our best shot, another year to walk by faith and not by sight, another year just to really live on purpose. But most importantly, one of my things every year as I transition into the next year, I was like, you know what, God, I just really want to be happy. Like, I want to be happy. I want to do more things this year that make me happy. How many of you guys really want to focus on your happiness? I know I do. Every year, I intentionally want to do things and surround myself with people that make me happy. Happiness may come with your hair, it may come with your clothes, it may come with some activities that you're doing. But guys, we have to, and this is just me. When I say we, most of the time I'm talking to myself, but I want to do things that make me freaking happy. Things that put a smile on my face. Because guess what? If I'm smiling, that probably means my husband's smiling, my kids are smiling, my family's smiling. Like, other people are smiling too. If you are smiling, if you're exuding positivity and all of those things, then guys, it's like happiness is infectious, right? Happiness is infectious. And I know Deandra's about to come into the studio, but happiness is so infectious. And I know God is real because there have been times when I've been down and out. Hey, Dee Dee, how you doing, boo? You might be muted. Are you muted? Dee Dee she didn't take the Christmas tree down, y'all. We did too. You still muted, honey bun. I can't hear you.
Okay. Hey, everybody. Oh, it's a new year. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, boo. Happy New
Forgive me
Year.
for my tardiness.
It's all good. We know been there. We were just talking about, God being so real, and it's like just rewinding over the past 24 months and how so much stuff has happened. How we had 2020 vision, but God was like, "Y'all vision ain't got nothing on my vision and my plan," right?
Say that again.
And really just focusing on really doing things this year that really make you happy. Things. Hey, Christine. Hey, Boo Thing. Thanks for tuning in. Just really doing things that make you happy. Because
Yes.
I'm pretty sure when you're happy, your household is happy.
Right.
When you are like, your household is like,
Right.
Don't get me wrong. Like how infectious is happiness?
It's so infectious. I mean, everybody knows. Even when you like hear somebody laughing, and then you start laughing, and then like you get that deep gut laugh, So, we all know like happiness is what I think that's like one of the things we're all fighting for, right? Is to be happy. So, maybe we gotta laugh more and invite that happiness in.
Right.
Yeah.
Because it's like God is so joyful. Like God wants us to be joyful, and it says, scripture tells us the joy of the Lord is our strength. So what happened to that joy? It's like so many times we allow so many things to steal our joy and our happiness. Because I know one thing, y'all, I'm just gonna be transparent. Let me take a sip of water real quick.
Come on.
Because I tell you guys, if I walk into the house, like if I've been working all day or if I've been out and people have been in my house with my kids, I ain't gonna say people, my kids have been all in my house all day, and I walk in the house and my house is like totally out of order. And Deanne just witnessed this. She knows. She's seen me in action. And if I walk into my house and my house is out of order, it like yanks the happiness from my soul. It just pulls the joy. And I turn into a tyrant and I cannot stand that. Yeah. But it happens. And I'm just like, Lord, I don't want my happiness to be stolen as soon as I walk in the door. Y'all pray for me.
No, I think every mother coming home from work, especially if you're working from home and your environment has to switch over and you got to think of new and inventive ways to change your environment. We're all in the same boat. And even when we did the retreat, guys, I left my daughters a note. I left them a sturdy note. It's like when I get back and while I'm gone, this is what I need to happen. This is what I need to happen, And so I guess I fair warn them now. It's like, don't let me come home because I wanna go straight to that kitchen. I wanna cook. Don't let the kitchen up.
Girl, that is like, I'm like, Lord, I don't want my daughter
that should be one of the sins. Yeah, I mean,
And my kids know I'm not cooking in a dirty kitchen. Like, I don't even want to be in a dirty kitchen. They know this.
You cannot. It's like you can't
my whole vibe. Because I like to make me a drink, whether it's tea or, a nice cocktail or a glass of wine. I like to make me something to drink. I like to put on my jazz music. Like, my kids know, like, when I'm in the kitchen, it is literally a whole vibe. Like, it is a vibe when I'm in my kitchen. And if I can't move around my kitchen freely with it being clean and stuff like that, stuff in order, it literally steals my joy. So, guys, I really want this year my joy not to be snatched.
Well, look, if that happens, give the world a formula, because all us mamas is getting that joy snatched when we walk through the door. Hey, let us hear in the comments, y'all. We need a poll. Like, who else joy is getting snatched when they walk in the door? Because, or are y'all like me? Are you letting the kiddos know, like, before you leave, like, when you get home, my house better look like?
Right. Right. And
You
I try
know,
to do
so
score charts. I try to do all of these little creative things and never fails. Some way it's gonna get off track. Like somehow something is gonna get messed up and my joy gets snatched. And so this year in 2022, it's like I'm trying to figure out how do I maintain my joy without walking in the house and turning into a whole tyrant, or me walking into the kitchen and be like, well, I don't know what y'all gonna eat tonight because I'm not cooking. Because they look at me and they be like, ooh,
yeah. But, or sometimes I learned to just go straight to my room.
True.
Like, I really just try to zone out. It's like I got eagle eye to that door. And it's like, I don't even want to know. It's like, I'm home.
Girl.
If you ain't done what I asked you to do, you got a little time because I'm going to go to my room and I'm going to,
right.
You
have to have a couple minutes to like digress and to get your life together. So that's why I started coming in through the garage. So I won't even see the rest of the house. Coming through the garage sometimes.
And yours is perfect. The way that your home is set up, that's a perfect way for you to, accomplish that. Right. So,
but then when they know I'm here, it's like they come knocking on the door. I'm like, why are y'all trying to steal my joy when I just got in the house? Like, I'm happy that I'm home. I work home, or like Deidre said, when we work from home, it's like, I want to shut down this little computer. I want to walk away. And it's like, I still need a moment because you don't have that drive time to like to switch in back to mommy and wife mode. And so this year, y'all, we gonna share some tips and y'all share with us too. If y'all have figured out the sauce, if y'all got the sauce,
come on,
to keeping your joy when you get off work, when you get home. Please share the sauce because I need the formula, y'all. I need the formula because this year I don't want to drink a lot of wine. I'm just gonna be.
Plus, when you don't have kids and the grown folk don't. Come on, all right, that's a whole nother one.
Girl, that one will make me U-turn out the house. Now, that one will make me, Christine. That will make me just go back and sit my behind in the car.
That's when I throw out all that I've been working on. And I'll be like, did you, were you, have you? It's like, if you've done any of those things, please go put it back the way it was. Because
I don't have words because, there are some, and my mom's been praying for me in my mouth. And y'all know, folks that are a part of the Uncommon Faith family, that this little tongue here, it's
inherited, it's
nice sometimes, And so, when grown folks mess up and they just leave it, that's when that tongue is activated. And I just start. I don't know whose mouth. I wouldn't kiss my mama with this mouth when I'm in that place, but it happens. And that's why I just U-turn and leave because and I wouldn't say that I would regret some of the things that I would say either, because in the moment, I'm just like, no, you're going to get all of this.
Yeah.
All of this.
So we see with that, and we see like we're pretty much all the same as women coming home, keeping our home together, and then expecting our children, our spouses, visitors, people who come to stay to want to do as you would do for your home and keep it going, but since they don't, okay, let's keep it real. Since they don't, since you done cried out forever and it still ain't happened, we need to learn to.
Not ain't so. Yes, my definitely. Girl. Lord, I'm
yes. So we need to learn like what we need to do to gain that happiness.
Now, one person that kept her happiness was Aunt Sue, Susan Powell, y'all. But she did this by striking fear in everybody that stepped into this house. Like, you loved her, and you knew you was not going to leave her house undone. Like,
definitely,
your place was going to be cleaned up at the table. You were going to eat you're gonna have some type of covering on the table to make sure that you didn't make a mess. If you were staying there, your clothes would be in your little knapsack.
Yes, she was a trendsetter in that
Right.
aspect.
But she had to strike that fear in everyone who stepped foot in their house. Like, you see how this house is. Like, don't. And all it was one good time for her to get it, for her to let you know what it really was. And
oh yeah. So
well, fear is an option.
Fear is definitely an option. I know those who practice the fear method, and So anyway, what I was saying was, we have to, find a way to come to our own happy place. Right. Because what is it? I think I posted. We know how everybody in our life is. Those who we love, we know how they act. We know what they got to work on, what they have worked on, what didn't work, and what ain't worked, and what they think worked, and it actually haven't.
All of that.
So we know all those things. So if we know all those things, and we know we're coming home to these people, we're going to be around these people, meet them where they are. I would say meet them where they are.
You're so right, Deandra.
And find your happy place. If you need a song, it's just so many things. People do so many things after work. Some people got to exercise to just power drive it out. Sometimes I just gotta wow, and then I'm good.
Run a couple miles. See, the way my body's set up, I can go to the mailbox and back.
I'm not about to, LaFlower. So for those whose body is set up like flowers, you're going to have to find another activity. You're going to have to get your little woosah drink, or you're going to have to go straight to your bedroom.
Right.
Or straight to your bathroom, to your restroom. If you're in a room with somebody else, if you don't, wherever you might find a little personal space, or outside. Right. Outside is free. Outside is pretty. You can walk. You can go to the park. But I've learned that it works. And one other thing before we go to the next thing, I learned too that if you want it a certain way, do it for you. You're not doing it for others. You're not picking up after others. You're not. All you're doing is keeping your space, your energy, everything the way you want it. And that itself is motivation.
It so is. It's like, that's why my kids know, they know, like, my house can't be too loud, because they know I don't know, it messes with me on the inside. They know I don't, or I know you guys are thinking, like, how can you have a whole basketball team plus all the subs and you don't like a loud house? It's like, I don't. Like, my kids know, keep that noise down. And what else? Oh, the scents. Like, for me, I love scents. So when I do get in the house, and after, I raise Cain, as the old folks would say, go ahead and set the mood. I like candles. I put my music on, whatever mood I'm in. Most of the time it's jazz. I know y'all like flower preacher, and I know most of the time it's jazz. Now I love my praise and worship, but I just love instrumentals. It's like sometimes I love words, so it may be some easy listening music, like some coffee house music, whatever. Like whatever it is for you.
You can go into a great meditation with those. With those instrumentals and the jazz music and stuff like that.
Yeah, and like now my family is used to it. Like, the kids know at dinner time, Mom, do you want us to put on the music? They know exactly my channel to go to, because I like to, even while eating dinner. So you're right, Deandra, you have to do things. But you said something very key earlier, regarding knowing who you live with and stuff like that. When it comes to keeping your joy in 2022, it's like, and I think we mentioned it before, what DMX said, like, trust people to be them, right?
Definitely.
And when you do that, you really, it's like sometimes we have to adjust our expectations to meet the person where they're at versus where we want our standards to be. Because, you know, with my expectations for family members and things like that, it's hard because I really had to adjust. Like Deandra said, you have to meet people where they are. You have to understand who they are. And when I started doing that, it definitely reduced the quickness that my joy was stolen when I would walk around.
Yes. It's like it's for you. Doing that is not for the other person.
Yeah.
Getting your space together, all those things. What you wear. I mean, the spectrum is so broad when it comes
to talk about clothes. You talk about what you wear.
You know, it's just
let's pivot real quick. So guys, in 2022, again, it's all about keeping your joy, keeping your fire burning, being the light. And you can only be the light for somebody else if you are first the light for yourself. And that comes from being internally happy, right? And so when it comes to your style, it's like, I want y'all to try some stuff that y'all ain't never tried this year.
Yes. Yes. I love that.
Right? Try some different colors. It's like, y'all know that I'm a total no patterns girls. I've been buying some clothes with some patterns and some more color. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna try.
Because you know what? Contrary to popular belief about LaFlower, she really, you know, she used to have a lot of colors, and Flower would be so out of the box with her style. But you know what? It's kind of like the way I see people now, you know, and it's like, oh, wow, you know, my sister was definitely out of the box with it, and it was really, really cool. So when you tap back into that energy, LaFlower, they won't be ready for you, sis. They won't be ready, you know, because you already know.
Right. And
I think tap into the outside of the box energy.
Right. I think sometimes that life and, you know, our work environments and stuff like that, it kind of molds us into who we are. But, you know, coming out of traditional corporate America and things like that, you know, I'm like, okay, let me start trying different things to see what I like now in my late 30s. It's like, because the things that, you know, I liked at other ages, it may not be the same, but I'm open to try new things. Like, I want to shop at new boutiques. I want to, you know, I may dye my hair purple this year. I don't know, but I'm already such an eccentric person. I'm like, I want to, you know, just express that more and really just be happy from the inside out.
Yes, I love that so much. You know, and it's like thank you. Too, you know, because I was going to say, I have always changed it up, switched it up 24/7. It's like, wow, I want to try that. Wow, I want to try that. Wow, I want to try that. Wow. So, and then even with me always wanting to switch it up, I still had a comfort zone. You know, I still kind of was like, ooh, you know, I didn't want to veer too much out. So I think that's going to be my challenge this year is fun, bold colors, different patterns. You know, my usual pattern is flower leopard. You know, I usually throw on leopard, and, you know, I feel like leopard goes with my skin tone, and I just be, you know, it just be busting.
You know, you animal print.
You know, or zebra, you know, one of them you'll find me in. But, you know, I don't do that cow print though. You know, I don't really do that. Because I'm not a cow. Yeah. So
she's a lioness, y'all. She's a leopard. Yes. She's a leopard.
Yes, you know.
What's a female leopard?
I don't know. Lioness.
No, that's
a leopard. I don't know. Y'all know? Tell us in the comments.
Y'all know what a female.
I gotta go to Google on that one, sis. My bad.
But guys, the main part of this part of the show is just to really be bold and do the things that you want to do this year. It's like, because we know what the past couple of years have taught us, if not anything, is like, we don't know what's around the corner. No, like, we don't know what knew this or knew that, or what next fear thing is around the corner, or
We
like
have
we
no
don't
idea.
know.
It's
We
so
don't know.
so scary.
Right. So why not live on purpose? Why not be you?
Come
Why
on.
not do the things that make you happy?
And do it for you.
Yes.
Did you go? Like, seriously, you got to do it for you. And it's like when I learned that, when I learned that everything I do is because I'm maintaining this happiness, this inner happiness,
Right.
and when someone comes to alter that, I can't get angry. I just have to stay on track, and I just have to
You
keep
have
doing
to.
that. So that's kind of a little off the subject. But listen, I wouldn't be so brand new this year. I'm so brand new that I might even get a tattoo.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Because
I don't understand. That's so big for me. I don't have any tattoos.
because
I am terrified.
I've been talking to you guys for 10 years about, so guys, backstory. So
That's my little backstory because I'm not brand new. I'm not brand new this year. Y'all might see anything this year for me. But I won't, get naked on social media. That's one thing
I may do
you'll
that.
never see.
No, hold on. I may do that. Hold on. Let me give them a little backstory. Guys. So out of the 4 siblings, the 4 of her Sister Linda's kids, out of all of Sister Linda's kids, none of us have tattoos. I've been the only one who's been like, I'm itching, y'all. I'm itching. And Deandra's the one, no flower. We're gonna remain.
Oh, you're gonna let.
We're gonna remain. Okay.
Don't. It's just and you know what? It's never been a discussion. It's never been a preference. Just none of us have just never gotten a tattoo before. So
whenever we think about it, we always talk about it, and then we're like, yeah, you're right. It's like, okay, but let's talk about this nudity. Well, not full nudity. So I was speaking with one of my
nudity, little flower.
So I was speaking with one of my girlfriends yesterday, and she was telling me about, there's this campaign or something that happens, and it's about embracing your flaws.
Okay.
And so sometimes, whether it's your FUPA or, whatever, a lot of times doing this, it's a campaign photo shoot.
But hopefully, I'm sorry to cut you off, hopefully not Lizzo confident. But keep going.
No. So, you basically just feature whatever body part that you have the most insecurities about, or that you see as the most.
Okay, it's a personal.
And and since I was debating on get this this mommy makeover, I would just say, I just want to get rid of everything. So that was just
so let's pump a break.
What?
Then let's go back.
So Uncommon
makeover. When was this thought up? When did this become an option?
Uncommon Faith, y'all don't come for me. Y'all know we family. And so I was actually thinking about getting the mommy makeover because after Riley and going to the doctor and working out and all that good stuff, after you've had so many children, your abs are really separated. And so the doctor was telling me, no matter, it's like you're going to reduce and things like that, your midsection, but it will never be like the whole washboard, like 8-pack. It will pretty much never be like that. I'm like, well, I may as well have surgery then if I'm going to be doing all the pumping and sweating and iron and calories and counting and and torturing myself. Because I can't do the keto diet, or it's hard to do keto. I say it's hard to do keto when you're plant-based.
Say that again. Oh, that's a story by itself. A plant, maybe plant-based might be because what?
It's hard. It's hard to do plant-based on keto. Yes. So that's why I was actually having a conversation with Marcus after Riley. I'm like, so bruh, your girl need about 10K.
Oh my goodness.
You want to know what his response was?
This is new to me, guys. I'm sorry. Y'all are getting raw emotions here.
Marcus was like, yeah, babe, when you want to do it? Like, you want to go to Miami or you want to go to Atlanta? So he is all
I mean, you know, I'm so torn. And LaFlower, like, I completely understand. You know, I have 3, you know, and you passed me up a while ago, you know. So, but you're so strong and diligent by having all of these births natural, and I'm sure just the muscle and everything. I'm sure a weekend, and like they said, it will never get that strong enough to create that washboard and stuff like that. You know, so for you, I completely understand. For me, I don't know. Is it a cop out for me? Because you know, I feel like at some point I could really truly buckle down and really try because you know I still have that.
You have 3 children. So
You know,
are you telling me, do you think it's a cop out? No shame, guys.
because I can still naturally do it. I truly believe. So I'm always for, if you don't have to go under, don't. Like if it's really not medically necessary, you know, it's a scary notion, you know, just to go under and anesthesia and everything like that. So for me, I feel as if I don't have to, I probably won't, because I just don't want to take that chance. Now, everything else, you know, I just want to make sure, you know, that I'm not having a cop out or anything like that. So, but I have had 3 kids. It's like, is it?
I think you didn't.
Probably not.
I think you didn't gave enough to the village. Where if you want to go get cut, I mean, we can go do it together. If we want to have a mommy makeover weekend and go see one of the best doctors in Atlanta, as Drip says, you know, hey, this year I'm for it, because this year 2022 is all things that make you happy.
Man,
whether it's relationships, whether it's your body, whether it's your style, however you are presenting yourself to the world, I want to be happy doing it, right? I want to be able to really you know, do things that just really make me happy. And if going to go get nipped and tucked and moving a little bit,
this is so scary to me. But you know what? I know success stories. I know like personal, you know, success stories from people I know personally. So, you know, it's just, it's really like comes down to that personal, you know, preference. Like, do you really want to? Are you ready for the recovery? Everything that comes with it.
Now, what I will say before we go to break, y'all, and I stop telling y'all all my personal business. Now, if I don't do the full mommy makeover, because I like my girls, me and my girls, we good. But if I do any type of modification, then I will probably do like pull some extraness from the midsection and probably put it in the back. You know, Lord,
she gonna get the BBL. She gonna
If I want to be my husband's private dancer, you know, he'll have a little something.
Just don't get it so big to where everybody is in amusement instead of in awe.
No.
And that's all I can say.
Hey, G. Hey, sis. Mommy makeovers and Brazilian butt lifts. You know, doing whatever makes you happy. Christine says nothing wrong with a makeover. Make yourself feel good. I'm contemplating on weight loss surgery. Physically, I cannot express them. Yeah, it's like
exactly. It's like,
as long as you do it,
that's necessary. It falls to me like medically necessary. You know, like the surgery is gonna help you get to a better place, and I'm all for that. That for me, I guess I want to try first.
Right.
And then if I can't do it, then it's like, all right, sign me up.
I feel you. When the doctor stole my joy and told me, well, Miss Bowie, them little abs that you're dreaming of, baby, they are gone. Like, Miss Bowie.
Yeah, I'm surprised you didn't, like, even with the last one, because was that cesarean, was the last. So, I'm like, they can get it done right then while it's all open and stuff.
No, they say we baby doctors. We not but guys,
I don't know why I thought that could happen right there.
Like you already knocked that on the table.
Take the baby out.
Don't fix me up. All right, guys. We will take a quick break on your upcoming phase. We can talk about 2022, doing things that make you happy. So we'll be right back, guys.
Yeah, don't move. Be right back.
Life is better when you are living on purpose, but many times we get stuck in the rat race and in the mundane tasks of our day-to-day lives, causing most to lose sight of their purpose. That's why certified life coach, inner healer, and business strategist LaFlower Bowie is here to help you get calibrated to your calling through proven systems, techniques, and resources. Order a copy of her book, Principles to Reposition, to assist you with your journey, or schedule a free clarity session to kickstart the journey. After these sessions, clients have stated they found clarity and opened their eyes to things they had long forgotten. So get social and follow LaFlower on all social media platforms at LaFlower Bowie. And don't forget to mention Stunner Radio sent you.
Ooh. The ice was good, y'all. So, guys, welcome back to season 2, the first episode of season 2 of Uncommon Faith. Rocking here with my amazing co-host Deandra Scott. We're missing the precious Regina, but she's gonna be back with us next week, y'all. So I got to do a quick disclaimer. Y'all know I got to do my disclaimers before we move on. So guys, health is so important. Or health, I'll say it makes me happy. Like feeling good, looking good, all of those things. So before I have any type of surgery, guys, I just want to say that, of course, I'm going to do everything that I can to put my body in a good place, and the surgery will be like the icing on top. But health is wealth, guys. Health is such wealth, and I think that's one of the lessons that we have learned, especially over the past 22 months, and in some of our communities. It's like health is so important. So I challenge you guys, even if health isn't on your list, start making some slight changes just to have a healthier lifestyle. If you're drinking 5 Dr. Peppers a day, think about 3. Why are you laughing at me?
Because I love Dr.
I know. I'm talking to myself, y'all.
The shade.
But for real. Because it's like a lot of us, we do our health checkups at the end of the year or at the beginning of the year around our birthday. So I know a lot of us are very health conscious right now. Yes. But I challenge you to stay on that journey, because I'm telling you guys, when I switched over to a plant-based diet, or more plant-based diet, I should say, or when I was just mindful about the things that I was putting into my body, I literally felt better, which made me happier. What do you think, Deandra?
Oh, definitely. I mean, I even stopped trying to eat after a certain time, and that changed a lot. Even when I woke up, and even eating late, even if it's anything, I will find myself just really in the morning. So just try not to eat after a certain time. Exactly.
Everybody
the shade, the Dr. Pepper shade. Everybody.
I be texting nurses, talking about bring me a Dr. He's like, you don't need. I'm like, just give me one. Okay, don't get the 2.
Yeah, I mean, guys, just, and then you know what? Supplements too help make you feel better. Like, I really like sea moss. If y'all need any, DM me. I have it for sale. But I really
dang, I never went to Fiesta. I gotta make a note to go to Fiesta and try that Fiesta sea moss.
Yes, you do, LaFlower. It's like I'm always trying to shove sea moss in my family's, mouths. Like, yes. Here's sea moss. So that vitamins. I mean, just guys, look, we're not here to tell you. All we're here to do is to let you know what we're gonna do, and we're gonna try new things. We're gonna step outside the box. We're gonna think outside the box. we're gonna kind of shut out the outside, a lot of the outside opinions, a lot of the outside noise.
Right.
You know, it's like, I hear you. Are you helping me? No, I gotta keep it moving. You know, and then you're gonna start to feel so good because everything you do will be based on you and your goals and not that outside stuff.
That's so true. And that's why, you know, here on Uncommon Faith, we talk about that inner circle so much. Because that inner circle is not full of a bunch of people who are yes people. Mm-hmm. Those inner circles or those sister circles, those are circles that love you. They genuinely care about you. And sometimes they can be your sounding board, but that, like, your inner circle is like, that's where you take your thoughts to, all of that good stuff, right? Like all of that stuff doesn't belong, you know, on social media all the time, or just because some celebrity is doing something or somebody that you're competing against is doing something, doesn't mean you got to bring that into your world, honey child, because that's a joy snatcher. It will snatch all of your joy. And that's just what it is. And so, like Deandra said, we're just telling you guys, we're excited for the new year because we are going to be the light. And in order for us to be the light, we have to find ways to keep our joy. Yeah. Like, I'm not going to let people snatch my joy. You know, especially when it comes to relationships. And, you know, we've talked about relationships in the past and evaluating your circle. And we're not going to go too deep on all of that tonight. But guys, that stuff, it really, really helps you keep your joy. Like keep your joy, to keep you aligned with God and to keep your joy, because it's people out here that want to see your joy snatch. They want to see you with soggy pants on, crying in the corner.
They waiting with some popcorn.
Right, they waiting on you to tell you that for you to say, "Oh, I closed down my little business. Mm-hmm. Oh, I shut down this, or I didn't do this. I'm not doing this." It's there's so many people that are waiting, because so many times we prematurely share things, or once we put it out there, it's like we share it with the wrong person. Yeah. So I just challenge you guys to be mindful of who you sharing with. And like Deandra said, just do it, because your inner circle is going to let you know, like, girl, go ahead, girl, do your thing. Or they're going to be like, boo, hold on, you tripping.
What is you doing? You're about to go to jail. Stop.
Not go to jail. What we do to go to jail?
I don't know anything. You know, you just never know. It's 2022 and crazy things are happening, you know.
Oh my gosh. I told somebody today. I told my husband, like, dang, I'm like, sometimes, you know, you just feel like twerking on the table. He was like, what?
Exactly, you know, and I hope you got on that table and twerk. I hope when you said it, I hope you jumped on that table and you twerked it out. Listen.
No, we were actually driving in the truck, and I was just like, you know, sometimes you just feel like twerking on the table. He's like, who are you?
Guess what I did, Flower?
What?
Me and Justin was talking, right? And I had a twerk moment. I was like, man, I just, you know, because in my house, contrary to Flower's house, we always got music blasted.
No, I love the music. I don't like music players. I don't like the people.
You don't like people. Okay, I'm sorry.
It's like the noises from
the humans.
You know. Yes, I used to call people humans. So.
We are, technically. So, you know, music's blasting and stuff, so I'm having a moment, and I was like, yeah, babe, I'm just gonna twerk at the top of the hour. At the top of every hour, I'm just gonna twerk it out. So that day, I twerked at the top of the hour. Every hour, I was like, it's twerk, you know, so, and he laughed. We had a great time. It was like a great moment, but I was so with you, Flower, on that. Just feeling like twerking it out. We see it so much. We're brainwashed with twerking.
But sometimes it really just gives you that freedom. Not just twerking, but sometimes if you are filled with joy to do something, or just like, hey, I just want to laugh, or I want to go, you know, I want to do this, or I want to listen to this song, and I want to whatever, do it. Because it's like what I
blast it.
You can blast it, yes. Blast
in your car, turn it up.
Yes.
And don't worry about the people next to you.
Of course. Because so many times in this faith walk, or this faith journey, this believer's journey, it's like so many people think that we have to live in a box. so many people think that, we have to be cookie cutter, and that's why I love Uncommon Faith so much, because it brings the supernatural to the natural. It's like we have to live this natural life. We have to walk this thing out, and everything is not going to be all Hail Marys, and and it's like, of course, I don't want to and I want to show my kids, because I know sometimes that's one of the things that turns people away from their faith, is because parents come across one way to their kids, but in reality, they over there twerking on the table in their room, right? It's a whole nother thing, right? And so I challenge you guys this year, you'll have so much more joy if you just be transparent with people. Show them say, yeah, I love God and I love trap music too. Yeah, I'm a little hood, I'm a little holy. I'm all of that. I'm cool with that.
Moments require a certain you, and if you got to turn up or turn down or however, don't feel like you're disappointing others, or you're disappointing, this person over there, or because you said one thing, somebody might try to hold it over your head if you want to be brand new. It's like, look, I can wake up and be different every day.
Like, who you want, Keisha?
I can put on a wig every day, and I can put on and I can change my name, and I can tell the bank teller my name is this. I can tell the restaurant person my name is this. I can, and I can really just be, y'all. I'm an actress, y'all. It's just fun to just.
She been doing this all her life, y'all. Don't fool. She been doing this all her life. That's why she used to change clothes 10 times a day. She's like, who I want to be this. But it's so true. It's like,
I really changed with the mood.
She did. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks.
I was in something new, and I still do it to this day. And my family just knows, like, oh, she didn't change.
And that's great, guys. The key thing about the show tonight is to be authentically you. Yeah. Because that's all we want to see in this season. Because the marketplace, social media, the workplace, everybody is so crowded with people trying to be like other people, and people not being willing to stand out and be themselves and do the things that make. It's like so many times we sit there on our hands because we're worried about the shoulda, coulda, wouldas, and what is she gonna say, or what is he gonna say? Even your spouse. Like, have some courageous conversations with the people you're in next to, and let them know, like, hey, I'm really thinking about a career change because I'm really unhappy.
Yeah, I'm brand new. I want to try something different. And it's not that you're losing me, I just want to change it up and just try something new. Can you support me? And then you know what, y'all, when y'all are transparent like that, 9 times out of 10, they come around and they're like, yeah, sure. I'll support you too.
Right. And if they don't, guess what? You know that you get to a point where you're not willing to sacrifice your happiness for anyone.
Yes.
Because the people in your inner circle should be a part of your circle as you and your circle evolves. Yeah. Right? Because if you take a screenshot of your circle from 5 years ago to now, y'all not gonna look the same. Heck, it may be some new faces up in that circle. I know my circle is constantly changing, and guess what? That's cool. That's okay. Yeah. Because as we evolve and go our different ways and do different things, God is gonna partner you up with different people and stuff like that, and that be okay with that change. But what I've seen in so many relationships, Didi, is one person evolves and the other person gets stuck. The other person wants to live in the past. And at some point, and while we're in these relationships, we have to be transparent and honest. We can't just ignore, like, you're elevating and he or she is staying the same. Mm-hmm. Because at some point it's going to be some resentment. Oh, you leaving me behind. Or like Deandra said, oh, you acting brand new. You're not the same person. Baby, I'm not going to be the same person you met when we met in our mid-20s.
And you should be proud of me for that. You should be proud of me for wanting to grow and not being complacent, wanting better things. Exactly. And you know what else, guys? I hear, God saying, like, I know these times are so fearful. And it's easy to be afraid, like really afraid to where you're unable to do something the same, let alone different. Like
Right.
you can't, you're so afraid, and just from, I can't even watch the news right now. That's one of the things that triggers like, oh my God, you just hear. So it's no more happiness to me on the news. It's just all negative. It's no more like good things coming from the city. It's just like all the tragedy. But within that fear, within that unknown, I would say each day and each breath, each new day is a good reminder that you are here, and its purpose within that, within everything going on. Because just imagine the amount of people we've lost. Oh my God.
Right.
Just from sickness to natural disasters to just all
Just so
types of
much.
craziness. And it's like shooting, like, oh my God. So I say, like, when that fear comes, like when it really comes and it creeps up, and you find yourself like in that moment, like where you're really questioning everything, like, is what I'm doing regularly okay? I would say in that reflection, what I do, I'm like, oh, I made it another day. It is purpose
Right.
within this.
Right.
Because it's people leaving so fast, so young, and it's like, what? Hold on, this person, what is this? Oh my God, I'm still here. Thank you. What do I need to do? I can't sit still and be sad. I can't sit still and be fearful. I can't sit still because you are giving me an opportunity and a chance.
Absolutely.
So I would say move on that, walk in
Definitely.
that. That's that faith.
Right. You have to exist in a state of gratitude. I mean, that's been one of my things that I've been able to maintain my joy,
Yes.
is to stay in a state of gratitude consistently, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, and we've talked about this, and we've talked about our gates, our ear gates, our eye gates, the things that we allow into our body, minds, and souls, right? And so, like Deandra said, if taking in too much of one thing, if it starts to disrupt your joy, then take that thing away. And I realized that I thought growing up that I had to, watch certain programs that came on at 7 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 9 o'clock. I had to watch certain programs every day in order to be abreast or be knowledgeable what's going on in the world around me.
Right.
But in reality, I realized that was someone's like I was looking through the lens of someone else.
Come on.
Instead of me going out and getting the information for myself.
Yes.
Like, if I'm going to be tuning into a program, I want to be tuning into a program of more of what maybe I only want to know about the weather, or maybe I want to know about stocks, or maybe I want to know about this, or what's going on in this city,
Right.
or what's going on globally. Because Deandra's so right. When you look at certain programs, they paint a very, very, very morbid picture, of the world that we live in. But in reality, if you back up and if you spread that lens out,
yes,
if you look at the world from a macro view instead of a micro view, you really realize like it's really not that bad. Like, but they're painting this picture like I'm going, like it's just so much, guys. So I challenge you to, in this season, to maintain your joy. Do your own research. Do your own research.
Read. Bookstores are still open. Barnes and Noble. These places are still open. And I know we have the phone, guys. I know. But sometimes on the phone, like that information, it can come from all these sources and maybe not the original source.
Right.
So sometimes it's always good to just fact check.
So maybe we should. Maybe we should. I used to run a book club.
Maybe are we doing the Uncommon Faith Book Club?
I think we should bring back the book club.
Yeah. I think we should start with Will Book.
That is a good book. I've seen a lot of good reviews on his book. And you know, Will has I love a lot of his mindset, a lot of his belief systems. He speaks with a lot, and to come from, you know, a kid from Philadelphia rapping and just the amazing God moments that he's had in his life, just from his belief and him acting out on faith, you know, in his own way. And so he has total uncommon faith when it comes to so many, even with his marriage right now.
His
that
marriage.
Baby got uncommon. It looks like a little different faith. That's why it's uncommon, y'all. But
you know what? And then y'all know what else? And that's a prime example. It don't matter what anybody say about what you got going on with Chobu. Okay? Obviously, Will and Jada got a complete understanding. We can have all these opinions, but it seems like Will and Jada have done their grown-up work. They've done their shadow. You know, they've done what they needed to do to get an understanding for their marriage. And they're not really responding to the negative. And I love it. I love to see it.
Right. So guys, I know we got to get ready to wrap up, but who knows, this month we may be putting out an announcement for the Uncommon Faith Book Club. You know, reading is such essential. I was, you know, doing my personal development yesterday and with Dr. Cindy Trim, and she was just, you know, reminding us, you know, about reading. And so I actually had some new books come in the mail last week. So I'm excited. So we'll probably go ahead and do it. But guys, please do whatever you now. Please don't go do no hardcore drugs.
Don't do nothing like illegal. That's like I said. That's gonna put you in jail. See, Flower, I told you. You was like, "Ooh, what can you put in jail?"
Like, don't go robbing no banks. Don't go, you know, killing people. Like
you need some money now. You got to clock in or start your business or something. Don't just go steal it.
No, I told my daughter, I was like, next time you need some money, I need you to try this trick. I seen somebody on TikTok do this. I'm pretty sure other people have done it. But they said Cash App request for $2. They requested $2 from everybody in their family. And
wow.
And that baby got her some gas money.
Got her some gas money. Look, it can happen.
Instead of robbing a bank.
Just don't go to jail. You know, we want to be free in 2020.
So you can shine your light. It's hard for people to see your light. I mean, maybe the inmates need to see your light, but we want the world to see your light.
Man, y'all, we listen. It's because there's so much going on. We have to let loose sometimes, and we have to laugh and have joy, and we, you know, have to. Sometimes we gotta find it, like throughout a pandemic and what we're going through. It's rough times. So we just got to dig a little deeper, y'all, but we made it and we here. Find your community, be up in that thing, support your people, be around your people, and keep growing. It's a new year. We made it. I'm excited. I'm excited.
All right, guys. Well, we love you. We appreciate you. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to another year. Another episode. We're all excited.
Yes.
Grace and peace, y'all. Good night.
Grace and peace. Good night.
Bye, guys. Have a good one.